Alright, so what I got here is I've made my first fuzz face. This is my first ever fuzz that I've ever owned. Uh, General Guitar Gadgets fuzz face clone. I've done it exactly like the instructions call for. Um, it's I've got the only optional things I put in there is the one that's supposed to reduce RF interference, and the other one that makes it so there's no switch pop. So you can do this, and there's no switch pop. It's just the sound of the switch, but the switch doesn't go through the speakers. You get it. So I've got all the knobs cranked. The internet says that's how you're supposed to run a fuzz. I had the bias at the suggested 4.5, and I ran that for a few days, and then after a couple days of running it that way, I started turning it down to see if I liked the dying battery kind of deal. Wasn't so much into it. Then I cranked that bias pot all the way up, and that was a bit much. And then I was playing around with it, and I think I settled on like 5.8 volts or whereabouts. So that's how that's biased. And so I'm gonna turn the video around real quick. Oh, by the way, I should mention that my pedal board looks complicated, and it's not. So I run my guitar straight into the whammy, and then it goes into, I'm pretty sure it goes from the whammy directly into the switchback, and then loop 1 is everything from the wah, the tuner, the 5150 overdrive, the chorus, and the reverb. So that's loop, all this here is loop 1. That's before the switchback. You go from the guitar, switchback, or guitar, whammy, switchback, and then loop 2 is just the fuzz, and it's going into my 5150 on the green channel. Set pretty flat, gain is just about there, and then you can see the black knob there, the dual concentric kind of deal, whatever. The white is set to 0, and that there, the black one's set just a touch above it, and that gets you bedroom volume. So if I bypass my fuzz and turn the guitar up, so that's a clean tone, I guess we'll say. And then I'll click that on, and then what I'll do is I'll set the phone over here and I'll start the video again. Alright, so the guitar I've got is my Tele parts caster. Fender neck, Rosser guitars, eBay body. The only Fender parts are the neck and the bridge plate and maybe the control plate. Everything else is other stuff. This is like a 13K Elnick 05 kind of deal. This is like a, I don't know, your generic Strat pickup, probably costs 5 cents to make. This is a neck pickup out of a Squier Classic Vibe 50s thing, and it's got 5-way switch, so it's bridge, bridge middle, middle, middle neck, neck. That simple. It's just like a Strat. Tone will be on maxed out. And so the difference here, I don't know, this is my first fuzz pedal, so I'm kind of learning the ways. It seems kind of super bassy when I turn the volume on the guitar all the way up. And none of the twang or no Strat tones come out. It just sounds kind of like a generic kind of humbucker, or maybe a P90 type sound. So we'll listen to that. Volume on 10, bridge pickup. That's kind of not good, but you get my idea. Uh, Still on 10. And then, like I've noticed, there's big differences. So that's on 10. You can turn it down to 9, and it's slightly like I don't know. And then you turn it to like 8.5. You turn it to like 8.5, and you hear the twang tones and the strat tones coming out. So I'll set it to the position 4 on 10. That should be, I think it's position 4. It's just the middle and the neck pickup. All right. And then then I'll turn it down to like 9. Right about there. Right about there is 9. And you can hear it. You can hear it when I turn it down to about 8.5. Yeah. And then you get the neck. So I'll leave it on like 8.5 on the volume. Tones maxed. The pedal knobs are maxed. Just the neck. And then again, like I said, if I max it out, I'll put it in the position 4, max it out. Well, anyways, that's my fuzz face clone with a BC109C transistor, 5.8 volts on the Q2 resistor.